Hello. So I have, uh, I don't know if I should say discovered, but I have definitely found something while watching Invincible. Probably you could guess by the title, I found a few things similar to Dragon Ball Z and specifically the Saiyan Arc. So, I'm also gonna review Invincible, you know, but yeah, so this is not to say like anybody, uh, none of the creators or writers, producers, or directors, or anybody related to the project were trying to steal from DBZ. I'm just saying that maybe by coincidence, they might have come up with a similar plot in some respects. But first, I want to review the show. So now the show itself it's pretty good. I thought the premise of turning the superhero genre on its head was, slightly familiar, showing how brutal being a superhero can be, showing that you can't save anyone in the most gruesome way possible, having superheroes just be tools to the government, and also having a Superman figure turning out to be a complete fucking psychopath. I know what it looks like, but it's not that much like The Boys. Well, The Boys had similar elements. Superheroes in that show were treated more like celebrities than traditional superheroes. And also it's like dark undertones, and it's kind of a little bit of a analogy for like the entertainment industry and whatnot. With scenes like the Deep in Starlight thing that happened, and then the different movie projects that are scattered across this 2 seasons of the show. It also isn't really as much about the superheroes as Invincible is, but it's more about Huey and the boys, I guess you could say. But Invincible feels more like like if the animated Justice League show decided to become an angsty teenager. It has more relatable themes and goals to normal people. It does the balancing normal and superhero life Peter Parker trope. He does super person, it's like the whole thing, like he does super person things but misses out on normal person things and becomes hated by the normal people and stuff like that. I don't think I really need to explain it any further. There's been like 8 films about this with Superman. But besides the premise, is the story and the writing good? So, yeah, kind of. See, I'm not really an expert movie reviewer, but I can point out bullshit when I see it. So, Amber is the first thing I want to talk about. Yeah, she's not the best. See, I know everyone's talked about this already, but she kind of has a big ass plot hole in her character arc. She has the trope of lover that becomes distant because of superhero shenanigans. I wrote shenanigans in my fucking script. Okay, well, anyways, she had the Mary Jane arc, as I call it, and it made sense up until a point. During one of the later episodes, spoilers, by the way, for anyone who hasn't watched it, go watch it first, and then, or if you're just a psychopath, keep watching with me, or not watching, keep watching the video. So anyways, Mark reveals himself as Invincible to Amber, and you would expect that she says, "Oh my god, this makes so much sense," or "Oh my god, how the fuck are you flying?" Something like that. But instead she says, "Yeah, I've known for a few weeks." And then so the problem with this seems like a good subversion of expectations. I thought it was at first too, but like a few episodes earlier when I was thinking about it, whatever the fuck I just said, when I was thinking about it, I realized that Mark has to, in one of the earlier episodes, saves Amber and his friends from a cyborg or something like that, which therefore, to keep his identity secret, he changes into a superhero suit and then saves everyone and then changes back into his normal clothes. And then he gets fucking grilled for running away by Amber, but that wouldn't make sense, as she just stated she already knew. So this has led to led everyone to the conclusion she was being a bitch just to be a bitch. So that was a thing. But besides that, the show does have a lot of great moments. I still have a few bad things I want to talk about, but it also has a lot of great moments. It left a lot of loose ends for the second season, which is great. I can't wait to see what they come up with next. The show seems to rely a lot on shock factor and gore. So if you're kind of iffy or whatnot, I don't know what to say. Probably don't watch it, but anyways, just go on. But it relies on that a lot to give you the more memorable scenes and moments in the show. Which I guess if the whole idea was get a super gory teen superhero show, if that was the goal, then they succeeded, I guess. But a lot of what the show is, and it tends to be a lot about what the show is, but it tends to be a little overused at points. I like it when it's like used to show the irony in Mark's superhero name, Invincible, and when it blood splatters across the title card to show the ever increasing amount of blood that's going to be spilled on the show. That's clever shit. I like that. And also stuff like how superheroes saving the world isn't always going to be pretty, and they're not just action set pieces for the heroes to look cool. That's good ways to use it, but at some points it's just a bit much. Take for instance, Mark's friend, I think his name is William. There's a point in the story where he beats up this side villain. I don't remember. He makes the cyborgs, and he's just a normal human. William and the other villain are just normal humans, but he makes them bleed enough to and I'm just okay, whatever. It's just unnecessary. That's the point. Besides Amber, the characters are pretty good though. Like, all things considered, everyone's pretty well rounded for what they are. Mark gets humbled a lot, and it's kind of funny. I like Titan a lot in the sense that he teaches Invincible that there are a lot more than big space invasions a hero should look out for. Like I said, William, I liked William because, him being Mark's friend and all, but I like how he gets on his nerves sometimes, and he can also be funny in some scenes. All the young superheroes are fine. The enemy character arc, though, wasn't really interesting to me. I just don't know how many times I can watch a white woman act rebellious. It gets tough after a while. And the robot and monster girl plotline was kind of yucky to me. I didn't like it. Whatever. Rex and the others, though, even though they're just side characters and don't really do much besides action scenes, they're decent. Rex has a little bit more depth than the rest of the cast, I guess, the rest of the side characters, but that's really only because he's linked to Adam Eve's character arc. I like Debbie's plotline. Debbie's plotline was pretty neat, and it was pretty good because she was just a normal person, and that immediately raises the stakes when you have godlike people with like godlike strength and speed around her that can easily kill her. It also shows her intelligence and her experience with being in a relationship with Omni-Man for so long. I say relationship in quotes. I also like the government guys. They're either funny or their scenes are just kind of cool. Damien Darkblood was kind of out there, and I like that. He's a demon from hell that's a detective with a cute little notebook that looks like the Necronomicon. The show also has Martians, just to show the range of what the fuck we're dealing with here. But it's weird, but I like it. So, the Guardians served as a great punchline, but for real though, their scene served as a great setup for the plot and showed the audience what they were about to get into. But the real reason you watch the show, obviously, is Omni-Man. Well, not obviously, but you watch it because after the first episode, you're like, holy shit, what is Omni-Man going to do? He's probably my favorite villain for after a while, since like comedically evil villain since like Darth Sidious from the prequels. He's very, very evil, and I like that a lot. This isn't shown much as at first, besides that one scene, but through the course he cracks little by little to show you that he's not being mind controlled, but he's actually just insane. Well, not insane, but definitely demented, because he wants to teach his son how to be a hero. Even if it's for the wrong reasons, he has a connection to Mark, and that's shown off when he doesn't kill him, when he runs away, instead of just killing him and finishing him. But he does say he would just kill him and have a new kid before that, so I don't really know where that depth is at the moment, but whatever. To be honest, it kind of reminded me of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 plotline with Star-Lord and Ego, with the whole we'll live longer than everybody else, we can take over the world together, but or rule the galaxy or something, some shit like that, some Darth Vader shit. But but I bet that's also just kind of a coincidence, and the whole we can rule the world together is just kind of cliche at this point, but it's good for what it is. He also causes 90% of the shock factor scenes in the show. He absolutely dismantles the wannabe Justice League. He destroys a whole civilization of aliens, and then uses Mark's body as a grinder on a train of people. It's pretty much, he's the show stealer. The next thing I should talk about is the pacing. So it's fine overall, but some episodes are much better than others, like the episode where Adam Eve moves into her little treehouse and runs away. It kept cutting from that to the main plot, and every time it did, it almost felt like I wanted to see what was going on with the rest of the characters and not just Adam Eve. Like I already said, I wasn't a big fan of it, but the pacing just kind of wobbles a little bit sometimes. But anything else? What do I go to next? The animation, that's right. So, I didn't say that in the beginning of the video. I keep cutting shit out, and it keeps making these videos shorter. But what I said in the beginning of the script, but I cut it out, was that the animation is a little wonky. It's a little cattywampus, if you know what I'm saying. It's not always the prettiest, but for a low-budget Prime animated series, it does the job. I also really like the Newgrounds aesthetic it has. And I guess finally for the voice acting, that's all I have to say for the animation. I'm sorry. Every single actor here brings their A game. And even some of the actors I don't like or favor as much, such as Sandra Oh or Seth Rogen, brought pretty good performances. I fall asleep to Jonah Jameson yelling, so I'm kind of biased towards him. And I also love like Clancy Brown and whatnot being a big part of my childhood. I like Rex's voice actor a bit. I saw him in Infinite. He plays a pretty good douchebag. So, spot on for casting. Yes, the rest of the actors did their jobs. They were serviceable. They just weren't memorable. I guess Robot is kind of neat because he shows depth even though it's kind of monotone. Mark's friend, as I said, William, he's pretty neat. He does the whole trembling, nervous but funny demeanor. And sure, it might be a little overused by this point, but I'm kind of a sucker for it. I just find it really entertaining. So overall, should you watch it? In my opinion, yeah. I just spoiled like 80% of the show for you, but you should still watch it because it's pretty good. It's definitely worth your time. So on to the actual reason I wanted to make this goddamn video. So why do I think the first season of Invincible can be compared to the Saiyan Arc? This is going to just be like lightning round. So 1, there's an alien species that the main character is a part of but either doesn't know or simply knows nothing about. 2, the main character later discovers that this group of aliens he belongs to are a species of warriors that are tasked with dominating as many planets as possible. 3, has... Oh, fuck. No, I'm just going to say it normally now. He has to fight a relative of his to try to keep Earth safe. 4, the main character makes it out alive, but by the skin of their teeth. 5, a significant other yells at the main character, even though she knows that what he's doing is for the greater good. 6, the side characters try to help out, but with little to no avail. 7, the antagonist's whereabouts are unknown at the end of the story. 8, the main character has a sassy, nasally best friend that is much weaker compared to him. And 9, well, actually, there isn't a 9. I'm sorry. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, this is, like I said, I wouldn't be making videos as long as the Justice League one. I know no one watches these, but just to give you an excuse to why I'm being a lazy asshole. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing things like that for a while. Not until I find something that I really want to talk about. But a lot of videos now are just going to be around this 10 to 20 minute mark, maybe like 10 to 15, something like that. And I know I said that there would be a Suicide Squad video or there was something about Mario. I can't remember exactly. But you know, sometimes you lie. You can't really fix that. So again, bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.